Hello everyone, it's a pleasure to have you with us today. We are launching Aceler Tech, an international acceleration program for tourism. My name is Fernando. I will be with you for the next few sessions during all of this program. And in order to launch the Aceler Tech, we are really glad that we have with us Rita Marques, Secretary of State of Tourism, and Antonio Castro, President of Innova Gaia, that is representing the Gaia City Council, okay, that will help us launch the event. Today we'll also listen Juan Revuelta, that is the director of Innova, and will share with us why Portugal is a great place to start if you want to come to Europe, okay? And after this, I will present you a Aceler Tech program, and I will explain you, give you some tips and some advices about what should you do in this acceleration program if you want to be selected and if you want to be the big winner. But first things first, we need to first start the event and to launch the Aceler Tech. And in order to understand a little bit more how the Portuguese government sees entrepreneurship and tourism, I will invite Rita Marques, Secretary of State of Tourism. Rita, thank you very much for your presence. What can you tell us about this?
Well, thank you. Thank you for having me. It's really a pleasure to be with you. Fernando, thank you for the invitation and to be with all of you that are with us online. I don't know where, but probably, everywhere. So I would like to thank the organization, first of all, to congratulate Acredita Portugal for this program, for the conception, organization, and implementation of the program. And I also want to greet Antonio Castro. I think that he will be with us in a couple of minutes. He's the chairman of the board at Innova Gaia. So basically, Gaia, for those who don't know much about Gaia, Gaia is up north in the country. It's a beautiful city, a lot of tourism activity. So I greet also Antonio Castro, and of course I would like to also to greet Juan Revuelta, and Fernando has already presented Juan. It's really a pleasure to have also Juan with us today. I only have a few simple thoughts that I would like to share with you from the government perspective. We are quite ambitious here in Portugal, and pretty much what we want is something quite simple. We aim to be a leader in the industry innovation in tourism at global scale. So it's a simple ambition, simple thoughts that involves a lot of resources and a lot of focus as well. And in that sense, basically, what we have been doing in Portugal is pretty much the following. So we have Nest. Nest is a couple. So it's an association that involves a couple of players. It's a kind of a hub. And with Nest, we have technical expertise. We have technical expertise and experimentation resources that provide training on skills, experimental labs, free zones of innovation, and pretty much with Nest, what we aim is to be a kind of a one-stop shop that helps everyone, that helps companies in tourism sector to become more competitive regarding their business. So basically what we analyze with Nest is pretty much customer satisfaction, experience enhancement, to attract new ways and new customers, reinvent the wheel, and highlight the new features of tourism. But Nest is not only, something very important, but it's also a kind of what I was saying, a kind of hub that provides connectivity to other stakeholders in the market. And that's why I'm here with you, because we have been not only working with Nest, but also working with a couple of players like Acredita Portugal that have been organizing a couple of acceleration programs, ideation programs that allow us to identify great ideas, great people with great ambition that can bring together what I just said, Portugal ambition to present itself as a leader in the industry innovation at a global scale. So with Nest and all these players, and also with our schools, I want to highlight that we have a couple of schools that work with us, the tourism schools that have a great role in contributing to this great ambition that I just described. With these players and also with a couple of seed capital operators like Portugal Ventures that are aiming to invest in startups. Basically, we do have a very dynamic ecosystem that is able to help you in order to help us. So it's pretty much to give and at the same time to try to give and to get input also from that donation from ourselves. And that's pretty much what we have been doing in Portugal. And that's why I'm very happy to be with you. I hope that you can feel our ambition. I hope that you can contribute to it and also to fulfill your dreams. That's basically what an entrepreneur likes to do, is to fulfill dreams, to change the planet, to change the world for a better. And so we are around for sure. We are available to collaborate and to cooperate with you. And I do believe that with this program, especially in Gaia, I do believe that we have the conditions to partner with all of you in order to foster our ambition for sure. So thank you again for having me, and I hope to meet you very, very soon. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much, Rita. It was great. Actually, it's refreshing to see how innovative and different is the Portuguese perspective about all of this. And Antonio, what can you tell us about the perspective of Gaia itself? About Gaia is the city host of this event, and we are having this year here at Digital Way, but next year we'll be at Gaia. What can you tell us about entrepreneurship and tourism in Gaia?
Hello, Fernando. Hello to everyone, and thank you for the invitation. I start to send my warmest greetings to our Secretary of State, Rita Marques. Your presence is certainly inspiring and representative of the importance of this session today. And so I extend to all of the people that are seeing the session my greetings. Thank you very much for the invite. I'm deeply honored by the invite of Acredita Portugal for our municipality. And I just want to inform that, as Fernando said, that our mayor, Eduardo Vitor Rodrigues, cannot be present for agenda reasons, but I just want to add that this project and the work of Acredita Portugal has done in our municipality in the different areas of intervention are very important. So we want to support the work of Acredita Portugal and this type of initiatives that are very important to Gaia. And Gaia is a city of where we have a lot of tourism, as Rita Marques said, and so it's very important to us have the support of Acredita. To begin, and I won't be using your precious time, a picture of Vila Nova de Gaia. As Rita Marques said, it's in the north of Portugal. It is the third most populous municipality in Portugal, and one of the most populous in the north of the region. The municipality of Vila Nova de Gaia has shown a growing concern with the improvement of urban and environment and implementation of policies at the economic issues, for example, tourism, energy, and sustainability. And so to resume, we want to promote sustainable urban development and improving the citizens' life quality. It's very important to Vila Nova de Gaia, and I think to all the countries. Innova Gaia, only to explain, is an association with public funds, in this case with municipality funds, for incubation, startups, and we work in an ecosystem with the municipality, with companies, and for example, with Acredita Portugal. So it's a very important partnership that we have. We believe that in the tourism can be very important in our world, in our city, and playing part in protecting our planet. It's important that the activity is to protect the planet, and more than ever, because this crisis is something that makes us human, more than ever, to discover new places, cultures, connecting people to new experience. So we have to work on that, and I think the project have the success to make that. So, and just to finish, a curiosity that you probably won't know, but it was in 1104 that the first wine in the world to be bottled and commercialized in our world, it done in Gaia, just in Gaia. It was the Oporto wine. We are just Gaia in the city that the Porto wine, it was sent to the world. So if we in 1704 we were able to be innovate, we believe that more than 300 years later we can innovate once again and share technology, share information, knowledge for a better future, building a resilient and prosperous future. So thank you, Credita Portugal. Thank you to Fernando, to Filipe, and everyone who joined today to this session. And of course, all of you are invited to visit Gaia. We want to work with all of good projects. And so, Fernando, Philip, and everyone who are seeing the session, I wish you all of the success to this program and have a good work today.
Thank you very much, Antonio. It's really nice to know that not only the country itself, Portugal, but also the municipalities and the city council, in this case Gaia, that is the city host, are open to receive all of these tourism projects, you know.
Okay.
And what about Europe? No, this was the launching. The Aceler Tech is officially launched, okay? But before I start to present you more about the program and give you that advices that I promise you, I want to hear a little bit about Europe, understand why Portugal could be a great place for start if you want to go to Europe next. To talk with us about that, Juan, can you tell us?
Good afternoon, and first for the Secretary of State of Tourism, congratulations, because Portugal is now has the presidency of the European Union. In this new financial period, that is 2021 up to 2027. But allow me to explain that there is a lot of EU funding for subsidize innovative and disruptive ideas in the field of tourism. Perhaps it can help to you to decide, if you come from abroad Europe, to decide to install in Europe. Why not Portugal? Portugal has one of the best fiscal incentives from the European Union, and also it can be one of the right places to start in Europe, to become a European company, a European startup, to participate in that EU funding. And why not? Is the way of attacking a interesting market of around 500 million potential clients. What I wanted to share with you is I want to congratulate the government of Portugal, the Secretary of State of Tourism, for this ambition program, this Aceler Tech, to try to attract talent from all over the world. And is totally aligned with the European Union. The European Union now, of course, there is some programs, Horizon Europe, that allows companies from abroad, abroad European Union to participate in consortiums. But allow me to explain that once you come to Europe, you have the possibility of obtaining, for example, the European Innovation Council is a call of 2.5 million subsidy, 70% subsidy, 2.5 million of euros is not bad, but you have to have a patent or a really interesting project. What are the priorities from the European Union for the next 10 years? Because if our financial period ends at the end, I'm talking of 2027, there will be 3 years more for executing this funding. Allow me to explain that Europe has launched the Next Generation program. It means we are talking of a lot of funding for helping these small medium enterprise innovative companies. About the priorities, all what is linked to sustainable tourism. We are talking of helping climate change, all about circular economy, reducing waste, reducing water, all what is linked to sustainability, what we call here in Europe Green Deal, but also there are other priorities as digital tourism. In that field, if your solution is digital, are more than welcome. I cannot forget about COVID-19 and tourism. Tourism sector in all over the world has been suffering, and in that sense, there are funding 100% that subsidize for the national government of Portugal, or for example, to this active municipality that is Gaia. And if it's aligned to COVID-19, I'm talking of a digital passport that with blockchain we can guarantee who is immunized, who has passed the COVID-19. Okay, could help also with some other potential ideas that can help to kill the bacteria and virus in the restaurants, hotels, and catering enterprises. That's it. Europe is waiting for innovative ideas. There are different EU funding programs, and as General Director of Finova Foundation and on behalf of Startup Europe Accelerator, we have offered the government of Portugal that the winners of this project will have some support from our part. I'm talking of how to transform their idea in an EU-funded project, innovative EU-funded project. Second, the winners will participate from Portugal as winners of the Tourism Startup Europe Awards. And there will be this year, at the end of the year, with the help of the Commission, European Commission, a final ceremony where the winners of each country will participate. More than welcome you. There are other funding for like the program Erasmus Entrepreneurship that allows now that startups from Israel, startups, entrepreneurs from United States come to Europe, why not to Portugal, to work together in doing joint ventures. And I'm pretty sure that with the help of the Portuguese presidency, other countries are going to participate in this ambitious program that is called Erasmus Entrepreneurship. From Brussels, from Finova, we have our Startup Europe Accelerator, and we will try to help any Portuguese startup that decide to go to Portugal to establish their European company. Thank you very much. I want to congratulate Gaia, because we have been working with Gaia and with Acredita. Congratulations, Fernando from Acredita, from some years ago with the Water Startup Europe Awards, with the support of the Commissioner of Environment. Congratulations, Gaia, for being so active as a municipality, and congratulations for all this excellent initiative. Thank you very much for inviting us to participate.
Thank you, thank you, Revolta. It was really nice to hear from you. So now I will present you a bit about the Aceler Tech program. Okay, I will just ask you for 1 minute in order to share with you my screen. But I will present you the program itself. So, what is Aceler Tech? Aceler Tech is an international acceleration program that is organized by Acredita Portugal, and basically we are trying to attract to Portugal the most innovative and most competitive projects in the tourism industry. Why? Because we believe that if we put you together with the Portuguese companies, we will be giving, we will promoting the Portuguese tourism, and the Portuguese tourism will become more competitive and innovative. You know, so that is our main goal. We are looking for projects in a lot of fields, but what I would like to tell you about what we are looking for is that you can have any kind of solution if your solution fits and helps somehow the tourism industry. You know, imagine that you have like a platform that manages big data, and it could be used by hotels. If you make a project related with hotels, you can apply. You know, because you are contributing for the tourism industry, and you can help turn the tourism industry in Portugal more competitive. So you can apply also in projects like this one. Now we are at applications time, which means that from now on, every Wednesday at 4 p.m. GMT time, we will have some launch sessions. We will talk and debate about some opportunities in Portugal. You can hear from us like which kind of tourism calls are from the Portuguese investors. You can hear from us which kind of opportunities there are in the interior of Portugal and not the main cities, the other ones, and in main cities also. You can, from this day until the end of the applications time, every Wednesday at 4 p.m. you will be able to talk with us and to see some debates and talks about opportunities in Portugal. Don't forget that our application is a little bit different from the usual. It's really quick. In 5 minutes you can make your application, because you just need to give us your name, a small description of your project, your email, and that's it. It's your application. Why? Because in our program we will accept on the phase 1 of acceleration every project. So if you are applying, you are automatically accepted for the phase 1 of acceleration, which means that there will be a lot of projects on the beginning of our acceleration program. This is only possible because you will get access to Dream Shaper. It's an online platform where you will get videos. We will ask you questions about your project that will make you think about it, and it will make you actually rethink about a lot of things that you already had think before. You can see some screenshots of the platform here, okay? And sorry, it is here. You can see some screenshots of the platform here, and it's where you will apply on this phase 1, and every project will go to the end. At the end of this of the phase 1, you will go to the phase 2 of the acceleration program. This phase 2 of acceleration program, it's only for the 20 best projects, okay? So only 20 projects will came to phase 2. During the phase 2, it will be a little bit different. You will need to be more engaged with the program, because you will get capacitation for sure, but more than capacitation, you will speak with a lot of our partners. We'll put you speaking with a lot of Portuguese investors, a lot of Portuguese big companies, big corporates that want to make pilots with projects like yours. We will put you talking with a lot of Portuguese startups that are feeling the same pain that you are feeling, and probably you can work together. So that's basically it. You will be able to speak with a lot of people during this phase 2 of acceleration, and you will get capacitation and formation and knowledge about specific areas that you will need to make your project grow. And at the end, we will elect the big winners, okay? As probably you already know, the first prize of this acceleration program. It's a 15,000 euros equity free prize, and the second one is 3,000 and the third one is 2,000. But actually I would like to tell you that I think that it's not the biggest prize here. What you will win more than the prize in this project is your knowledge about the Portuguese market. It's the growth that your company will have during the program, you know, the local network that you will get, and the easier access to the Portuguese market that you will get if you apply and if you are one of the finalists. Okay, so don't think about the prize as the main goal. The main goal here is all of this, and is the opportunity that you will get to came to Portugal and really put your company working in a large scale. Okay, this is basically the program, and I don't want to spend a lot more of your time, but I want to share with you some questions that we have already received from the participants. Okay, because I think that it could be useful for you. The first one. It was, I am a Portuguese project, can I apply? And the answer is yes, you can apply, because it's an international program. It doesn't mean that Portuguese projects cannot apply. You can. You will not receive more or less points for being Portuguese. It will be exactly the same. The only difference is that probably you will receive a little bit less of value during the second phase of acceleration, because you are Portuguese, you already know the Portuguese market better than the other projects, you know. But if you are fine with that, we are also fine. We want to also to give the Portuguese projects and Portuguese companies the opportunity to come to the program, and so probably even if it's a little bit less value, you'll still receive value for contacting with investors, with big corporates where you can pilot and all of that. Okay, so you are more than welcome to apply, even being a Portuguese project. The second one is, how long will program last for me? Actually, it depends. During the phase 1 of acceleration, we recommend you to be at least 2 days for each week. You know, you need to be active with us at least 2 days each week, because it's still the phase 1. You don't know if you will be a finalist or not, but you need to know a lot from our digital platform Dream Shaper, and to give us a lot of information about your project in order to be evaluated. And more than that, you need to have time to grow your company during this phase 1, during the phase 1 also, you know. So at least 2 days each week, but if you can give us more time, it will be nice, because you will grow more. It's your benefit, not ours. During the phase 2, it's a little bit different. As I told you before, you need to be more engaged, because you will have all of that talks, and it will take you, the talks and the capacitation we will give you, it will take you at least 3 days a week. If you don't want to do anything more, 3 days will be enough. But the problem is, during these 3 days, you will just meet the investors. You will just meet the corporates. You need the other 2 days of the week in order to have meetings with them, you know. So during the acceleration, the phase 2 of acceleration, probably you will need to be with us full time. Don't forget, please, that first of all, it's just 1 month. Okay, it's not more than that. And second point here is that you don't need to be always the same person. If you have a team with more than one founder, you can like share between you. Like this week will come one of the founders, this week will come another of the founders. Okay, so you don't need to be always the same, but you need to be with us. So third point, if I win, do I get a visa? Actually, I don't know if you already know the Startup Visa program. The Startup Visa program, it's a program that allows entrepreneurs from outside of Europe come to Portugal and get a visa to start the project here. In order to get the Startup Visa program, you need to receive 3 things. You need to receive the approval of CEF, the approval of IAPME, and the approval of one of the incubators that are certified. Okay, Acredita Portugal, that is organizing Aceler Tech, is one of them. So if you win, or if you are one of the finalists and are really engaged and really want to come, we will give you the authorization from one certified incubator. You still need to get from IAPME and from CEF, but I think that if your project makes sense for us, it will make sense for them, so it will be easier. Okay, so it's not a yes, it's not a no, it's more or less. Fourth, can I apply with more than one project? Yeah, sure, you can apply, you can start during the phase 1 with more than one startup, but then if you are selected to the phase 2, you will need to choose which one of your projects you want to go on. Because from our experience, if you have more than one project at phase 2, you will not have enough time to give attention to all the startups, and you are stealing the opportunity to another project to be there. So you can apply with more than one, apply with as many as you want, but be aware that if you are selected to the phase 2, you will need to choose which one is the one that you want to move on with. Okay, so just to finish the presentation, I have some practical tips and practical advices that I want to give you about the program. Okay, the first one is be consistent in your plans. Actually, this is the first edition of Aceler Tech, so we don't have a history of the errors that the entrepreneurs from the last years are making, but we already organized a lot of entrepreneurship programs. Acredita Portugal actually organized the biggest entrepreneurship contest in Portugal. So we have a lot of experience on this, and we know that in this kind of programs there are always some consistent errors. Okay, what do I mean with this? It's like if you say in some part of your project that you will, I don't know, in 6 months you will develop an app, and in your financial plan you don't have the cost associated with the app, you don't have the cost of hire someone, the cost of pay to a company to develop for you. If you don't have that cost, but you say on your project that you will have an app in 6 months, it doesn't make sense. And when we see this kind of not consistent things, we be aware that maybe you didn't think really well about your project, and it really give you points away. It really decrease your probability of be selected as a winner and as a finalist. So be really concerned about this. If you put something different on some part of your application or some part of your pitch, be aware that it can be changing something in another part. You need to be consistent in everything you send to us. The second thing is be true to yourself. We see a lot of projects that are trying to make us feel good, that says that no, I will grow a lot in the next 6 months. I will be like the king of the king here of this industry, and I will grow really a lot. But when we see that, and we see that maybe the team doesn't have the ability to do it, and it take points away again. So it's more important to be true to yourself and to be true to us, and to be put some information that makes that it's believable and it could really happen, than to try to put really big numbers, because we give more points to the probability to be true what you say than what you say itself. So third point, lonely wolves and less. What do I mean with this? It's like there are some projects that became winners and have a lot of success with only one founder, but they are really few. There are not so many projects that can do it. Usually, if you want to really grow and to have a really big and nice project, you need to have more than one person in charge. It doesn't mean that you need to go to hire someone or to get some co-founder right now. That's not what I mean. It's like it's okay if you tell us, okay, I'm still just one person, but I know that I will need to hire this guy, or someone with this profile, someone with this profile, and I will get a co-founder with this profile also. If you tell us that, that's fine. But be aware that you need to tell us that. Lonely wolves and less. You don't need to be lonely, and you will have less success probably if you don't have a team with a lot of abilities. So, and another thing, and we are arriving to the end, is the more you know, the less you spend. What do I mean with this? It's like, actually, you don't need to start right now. It's okay if you tell us that you will just start in 6 months because you need to learn something until there. or that you will not go to another country in 1 year, because before that you need to get your team capacitated with this and this and this knowledge. That's okay. Actually, we valorize that you need your understanding, that you need to learn, and we think that it's great that you can understand that. So it's like it will give you points, it will not remove it from you. So always consider that the more you know, the less you will need to spend in the future hiring someone or correcting mistakes that you wouldn't make if you already knew something. We are just going to the end. So the fifth one is that not all opportunities are good ones. What do I mean with this is like, you are hearing me, probably you are thinking that this is really a great opportunity to you, but you need to check if it's really or not, because it's like we valorize, we think that the best projects to be at Aceler Tech are the projects that strategically makes sense to come to Portugal and strategically makes sense to be at this acceleration program. Okay, if we look to your project and you have already won some acceleration programs, some prizes, it's great. Okay, but if we look and we see, okay, it's just one more, these guys have already won, I don't know, 20 prizes, they are just competing, but the project will never start. It will not be good for you, because we think that it's a small equilibrium here. It's nice to have some prizes. It's nice to have been in some acceleration projects before, because it shows that your project is good. But if it's too much, it's too much. Okay, and we will only allow you to go to the phase 2 of the acceleration program, or we will only give you more points if we see that strategically this opportunity of Aceler Tech makes sense to you. If it really makes sense to come to Portugal and to be on this program, okay? And the last one, money is not everything. What I mean with this is like, you can have the better project in the world, and in 2 years you will be, selling millions. But if in the process you have destroyed the tourism industry, or if you don't have any companies that will grow with you, okay, it's really nice to you, but it's not really nice to us, We valorize and we give more points to companies that will grow, okay? But at the same point, they will have a positive impact in the world, I mean, it can be social impact for one side, it can be you will grow and your growth will make life easier to another startups in the industry field, but we valorize and we think that it's also necessary. So money is not everything, and you don't need to tell us that you will sell a lot if the price to pay for your selling is to destroy or to don't make grow another companies in your field, So that's basically everything. I will put my contacts here. Anyone that is listening can contact me if he wants. Okay, I will keep it here from like 5 more seconds in order to you can copy my contacts if you want, but this video is being recorded. It will be on our social networks and on the official website of Aceler Tech. You can check it there, and it's basically it. Just give me a second in order to come back to you. And Aceler Tech is officially launched. Okay, I want to really thank you to be here with us, to be here in this moment that is so important to Acredita Portugal, okay? And want to tell you that don't forget, next Wednesday we will have our first session, our first debate, okay? So join us. It will be on the social networks. It will be on our official website. See you there. And Aceler Tech is officially open. You can now apply to Aceler Tech. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you very much for our team that is on the backstage, supporting us and make all the technology part to make it work. It was really nice to be with you, and I wish you the best of luck to your projects. See you soon.